Elvira, but I think we're gonna have to change out batteries because you're at like 30%.
Oh, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
You wanna come over to mommy's car? Or you wanna watch me?
So we got Elvira, you know, the my daily, Megan's race car. So, because why not have a 1,000 horsepower daily driver? Said nobody. So, she's been kind of sitting and hanging out. We had a aluminum 5.3 in it, and we had a torque converter that was a little too loose, and I was trying to lug it down with using the lockup. And she's a heavy gal. She's about 3,600 pounds, me in it. And right at the traps, it finally lugged down and it bent 4 rods. But I had a boost prepped, ready to go, stock bottom in, Gen 4 6-liter. And since most of the classes that we want to race Elvira in are daily driver type, they're foot brake, no trans brake, no launch control. So we need the car to be able to build boost as fast as possible.
He's mad.
He's mad.
He wants to get into the race car.
Have him get in the car. It's okay.
Come here.
So I've been doing that, and the 5.3 that was in it was a carbon copy of what we ran in the race car that made well over 1,300 wheel horsepower and went really fast, except for we had used manifolds instead of Flowtech turbo headers, and we went from a Trailblazer SS intake to an L6 intake. Well, this in this car, with everything else being the same cam, same fuel, everything like that, it was down 1,000 RPM of power band, 1,200 RPM of power band. Normally peak power 72, 7,300, and in this car it was like 59 to 6. So that's not good on stock bottom end, stock rods, as most of us have learned now. And I was trying to make it work, and it just wasn't hitting the goals I wanted to hit just yet. So now we're going to try the 6-liter just for foot braking reasons, but we're getting everything changed up to do the Flowtech headers on it. I'm gonna have to stick with an L6 intake or similar low profile intake, and I am not an aluminum LS intake fan. I'm not sold on their performance. I'm not sold on what you lose, whether it be mid-range torque, which is what we're going for in foot brake class, and then once we get in boost, you know, you do timing control to kind of keep the rods in the thing. But I still need that torque like a truck to leave. So if I could fit a Trailblazer SS intake on this, I would. I'm gonna try, because now we have the old K-member control arms and coilovers and brakes from the race car. So which we ran PA racing stuff on the race car up until the point we wrecked it in September of last year at Wichita at KID. Luckily it tore up some pieces that I had spares of, so I was able to piece this together. But you know, piecing stuff together has always been little headaches of what's missing and trying to get that specialized component from the manufacturer without having to buy the whole kit again, and going through that, it's kind of caused a lot of delays. Next I got a clearance for the headers some more, so they don't hit the water pump and power steering, which is like down there, it's kind of hitting that. Then over here it's hard to tell, but it's hitting the power steering pump bracket. And then we're converting it over to a 88 T-Bird rack and pinion from Speedway. That way I've got plenty of clearance without having that steering box in the way, so our header will fit. And now I gotta start snaking everything through. So we're gonna upsize the turbo kit back to a 3-inch crossover versus the common 2 1/4 to 2.5 inch stuff that a lot of people use for combinations like this, and it just choked it out so bad. So I'm gonna mimic everything I can on the race car as far as that stuff all goes, and I can't have them in that. It's okay. Wish you'd take the key out of it. No. It's okay. You can play with it now. Here, you can play with it now. There you go. Logan was spinning the clock spring, if you know what a clock spring is, in the steering column, and too many rotations and it'll snap the box spring and your steering wheel controls no longer work afterwards. And it's okay. We all learned that the hard way. So, we're working on getting this bad girl back together. With the season cooling off some, we'll get to see some 80-degree days this week, and then it'll be back in the 90s the following week. So I'm really hoping this week I can get Elvira running or back together. And she is a full daily class build, so I mean it's bolt-on components, but she's got functioning AC, which is still charged up. Lines are still there, even with the motor change. Power steering, full accessories, full interior. I've got a cruise control unit I need to get on there. Hi, Logan.
Hi.
Oh, you're getting dirty.
Oh yeah.
So it's got a non-intercooled setup in it. We run a flex fuel sensor, so it can bounce between E85 and pump gas, and we use a snow water meth kit with a lot of flow to keep the IATs under control and to keep the octane up so we can run non-intercooled. And that's been working really well too. Decided to get back in her?
Nervous.
Nervous.
Yep.
Last time Megan drove it, we had a wave track in the 9-inch, and it had worn out, and it had started to cause the right rear tire to start slipping. She was racing on 275 Pro drag reel for daily class, and it started to spin that right rear tire and shifted the car out of the groove. And after that, if you've ever driven on a radial on a tricky surface, it gets out of control real fast. So there's not So there's not a whole lot you can do. She did everything she could.
I did hit the other car.
She didn't hit the other car. She did hit in the other lane, but no real damage to the car. That a little bit of spray paint and a little bit of cutting didn't fix.
Yep.
And which was in the back. She kind of parked the back bumper on the guardrail. No big deal.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt. All right, damage report. Some paint missing and cracking there. Bent bumper support. Bent tailpipe. Nobody got hurt, nothing got damaged really. So I went out and ran the car a couple days later after fixing a couple little things and noticed what was really going on, what caused the issue, and now we got a full spool, so that won't ever be a problem again. So should be all good to go. So get her back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's days that she really wants to get in.
There are days. There's days where I got a list of people that I'm like, I want to call him out, him out. Notice how they're all men. They're not women. They're all men. And then there's days where I'm like, can I do it? What if something happens again? What if people judge me? What if they make fun of me? Being a woman is just an emotional roller coaster of rides.
She can do it. She can do it. I know she can.
I know I can. I just have to do it. That's all. I mean, the minute she's up and running and I take her around the neighborhood, I know I'm going to be ready.
Right.
It's just getting back behind the wheel. It's just it's just me worrying about people judging me. That's what it comes down to. Who have I become?
I don't know what that face was she just made. I was sitting here like this. While we got uncomfortable Megan on the camera, so the race car, we've lost the cooling system for going faster reasons, and that requires to push the golf cart. And I know a lot of people love us for the fact that normally we're streetcar this thing everywhere, we're driving it around the pits, everything like that, and it's gotten to the point now where we just need to shave off, every little number we can to be able to grab some wins and to be able to afford to keep pushing forward with this. And that requires sacrifices. So one of those sacrifices is Megan getting out of her comfort zone at some point, because normally her and I race as a team, and although we do get help from Eric, and we do get help from Tyler.
Ty,
it's
yep.
not always a guaranteed thing that their schedules line up with our schedules to where they can help.
Right.
But I can almost always make it to where our schedule lines up because we're married, so to death to us part. So I need her to start getting behind the steering wheel in the golf cart or in the race car.
I can't see above.
She can't see over
I can't even see like over the steering wheel of the race car. It sits so far back.
I do have the seat back pretty far.
You're
And
a foot taller than me.
we'll have to start carrying like a foam box like this. You know, this foam should be plenty big.
If I sit on that, it's just gonna go right in the middle.
Let's see. Let's see if it does.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Well, now she's not too small. Are you?
Oh, you're just throwing stuff at me left and right.
So, I got to get her
Hi, Bub.
confident in driving either the race car or the golf cart in the pits so we can start pushing this thing around. And I will say at
10 out of 10, not my favorite thing to do. I hate it. People don't move. I need an air horn, and then I feel bad because I know people are just trying to enjoy themselves by walking and strolling through the pits and seeing their favorite racers.
but we got a job to do. We got to get back. We got to get the fans on it.
Of,
We
like,
got to get
their
it cooled down.
surroundings.
So I think an air horn or a toot toot or an arugula horn or something like that is going to be required to start getting us through the pits a little easier some days.
Yeah.
I will say at Armageddon, Dwayne came down to help out and he was driving the golf cart, and so was Dustin, and
They did great.
they did fantastic. And they would actually jump in the car and I would jump on the golf cart. And I'll tell you what, when it's 105, 110 out degrees with a heat index like 118 to 122, and you're just drenched in sweat from wearing your race suit and everything else, there's nothing better than a golf cart ride back at ambient air temp. It is so much better than inside the car. So, yeah, we need to start sharing that load between two of us because we're a loving married couple. Yes. Mwah. Okay. Let's see if I can read this handwriting.
My handwriting's beautiful.
Oh. So
Elvira
Meghan.
Okay.
She's got less than a month. She's got 1 month.
Okay, so what had happened was, as some of you know that have came over here from Gunner Jimmy Dale. It's not Tom Gunner, it's Jimmy Dale. And Old Man Garage. Well, Jimmy and Poland decided to call Ryan while we were on vacation, which is number one rude, but it's okay. And they invited Ryan to their next event at Yello Belly, and I'm like, okay, cool, you know, somebody inviting Ryan, surprise, surprise. And then
All right. So here we are, enjoying our vacation in
Destin,
Florida.
Yeah, we were in Florida, and we were gonna go to the beach, and Gunner and Poland called
me
Ryan if he would be interested in bringing the Firebird down to their event September 30th.
September 30th.
I'll throw in a flyer.
Yeah. Kind of good place marker though. September 30th at Yello Belly. Small Tire Gangstas presents Short and Sweet, where they are doing a couple different classes. Biggest thing being everything's focused on small tires. So small tire, 29.5, 10.5, big small tire. For that main class, and then they got Cheap Street, which they want Elvira at.
Yeah.
And they were like, what do we gotta do? And Meghan had stipulations. And what were the stipulations?
Yeah, so he called, and I got a little offended that he was calling my husband's phone, asking my husband if Elvira could be there, because I'm the driver of Elvira, not Ryan.
But it was to get Meghan there driving it. That was the key point of the conversation. So
right. So I was a little offended, and that's okay. But anyway, so Gunner asked, Megan, what do we have to do to get you here? You driving Elvira on Yello Belly property for this race. And I decided to go big or go home and told him that I needed 15,000 subscribers in order for me to bring this beautiful hot rod.
Yeah, because we'll have to bring
Yello Belly.
We'll have to bring two trucks and trailers.
Yeah.
Because although it is a daily driver car, my saying is, don't race it unless you're willing to put it in a 5-gallon bucket to bring it home. So
I hate that saying.
I'm going for broke. I mean, if we're going for, there's a 6.0, 650, and 7.0 index, and you might as well run all those and daily class. There's 4 races, and we might as well run all of them. So why not?
Fuck it. Whatever.
Bleep.
Bleep. But anyways, loading it down. So yeah, so my game plan is to get her up and running and get some testing in at US 36 here in town.
Which this will be their last month they're open, because it's going into wintertime up here.
Yep.
Go from extreme heat to, in 2 weeks, it's going to be extreme cold and everybody shuts down.
Yeah. So we have to get her done though. I do need some more seat time just to get comfortable with her again, because again, I am nervous. It is Yello Belly. Yello Belly, I know everyone loves the atmosphere of Yello Belly. Yello Belly gives me anxiety. So the thought of pulling my car down there makes me a little anxious, but I don't think it'll be an issue. I'll put my big girl panties on and I'll figure it out.
I mean, you can pull the enclosed.
I don't want to pull the enclosed. So that's the game plan for Elvira though. So I think they actually helped us get about 1,600 to like 2,000 new subscribers.
Yeah, it's going up pretty well.
It went up fast.
So now she's going to start doing a weekly video of talking about her and Elvira.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. And then we can help ourselves get to that goal as well.
Yeah.
You're silly.
It's better than, I mean, or I could go like the other way and we could go OF and just call it a day. And
Racers OnlyFans?
Sure.
Like Don Will?
It's on Facebook. I think that's really about it though, honestly. I mean, we went over who we are, what we have for everyone that's new, what we do for a living. I mean, obviously this is our life. Not just racing, but I mean,
yeah,
racing and tuning, and I mean anything race car related is our life. It's what we live, breathe, eat, sleep, cry.
Yeah, but we fill the market void for all the tuning stuff. As you see from like when our car's on the dyno, or you know, here's some pictures of other cars that have been on the dyno here in recent months. Or I mean, I've been dyno tuning cars for about 9 years now, and I've been tuning for other people for the last 12, 13 years. So if pretty familiar with about every EFI system out there, really familiar with the Holley stuff like everybody else, but we live and breathe and race it every weekend. And a lot of stock PCM GM stuff, so we do a lot of that there too. Anybody else that wants to help get Megan out to these races, maybe should we do some Elvira merchandise? We got Firebird merchandise. This is
that's an old school
this is a little older one.
Old school.
You know, we got stuff on the front and back. I don't know if I get my back here very well. I'm not very coordinated.
Or flexible.
Or flexible. I'm getting stiff as I approach 40.
That's what she said. That's not what she said. That'd be awkward.
That was yesterday. And yeah, maybe we should do some Elvira merchandise.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be cool. What about some Elvira crop tops?
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Would you wear a crop top?
I don't know about that. Maybe I ought to get her chest on a crop top.
To make it look like
then everybody can feel like her every day.
That's a good, I mean, that was her best asset, was...
Tit sat?
You say tit sack?
Yeah, it's not asset. Tit sat.
Tit set, yeah. I thought you said tit sack.
I don't know. I'm making up words. She's making up words.
We're a good time. But yeah, maybe one day we'll do Elvira merch. One day. I mean, one day maybe I'll make an Elvira YouTube channel just dedicated to her. But right now, at the end of the day, the Firebird is our main program and our bread and butter.
Yeah, and this one kind of fills our fun. Well, normally fills our fun when the race car is down.
Yeah.
This one fills our void on getting our racing fix, playing around with it. But I've been pretty lazy in this heat and kind of letting her slide.
I am going to say though, I think I am most excited about no trailer events this winter. Richard Garcia, if I don't be, oh boy, I better be getting personal DMs to my DM, not his DM, my DM, inviting us out to the no trailer races.
Because that is what this car is meant for.
I know, that's what I'm excited for. The no trailer stuff. I don't want to do small tire. I don't want to be competitive with you and Joey and no.
Sorry. You're not competitive in Tree Street. You're not competitive in small tire. It's daily, index, or no trailer stuff.
For now.
No, that's
no,
it.
For now. Okay, hold on. That car over there. When are you going to be able to say enough is enough with this car? Like, when are you going to get sick of being in daily and start butchering it for True Street? See?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
No, the goal is to be able to be daily compatible with True Street speed. So that's where I'll take. I mean, I may go ahead and say I'm thinking about it right now. I might gut all this out.
I need windshield wiper fluid.
Well, yeah. No, we got to keep the windshield washer fluid. But I may move the tank. I may relocate it to a smaller tank, do it up in the nose or something. And I got those twin 7675s. So maybe I'll go ahead and put the twins on it.
Well, I can't even control a single. How are you going to put me with twins?
They'll respond a little faster.
I'm just a silly little girl.
Well, if the wave track wasn't bad, I don't think you would have had any issues. I mean, it about tried to loop me around.
I know.
So
I'm just being funny.
But yeah, I may that may be what I do later on today. I may take this stuff out and set the twin in there and put the cooling system back in it and just see if I can fit everything in there, because it's so tight with this power steering stuff and the AC stuff that it's hard to put a 3-inch charge pipe through here, because I had a 3.5 neck down to a 3 to feed last time, and I really want to maintain either a 3.5 or 4, or if I can do a dual 3 to a single 4, I think I'd be happier. So I can't move the radiator too far forward because we got the AC condenser right in the way. I might cut all that trough out and see if I can make it work, but I think that's what I'm gonna be my goal today. Is I'm gonna try to get the headers clearance, get them fit, get cooling system set back in it, and play with some piping and see if I can't figure out a decent way to get dual 3-inch down pipes routed back down and out of the engine bay with a cold side that'll work. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. All right, pretty lady. Next time we get to work and enjoy the 75-degree day.
I know, it's so nice out.
So
I don't even want to spend it in here. I want to go outside and play.
We'll go outside and play. The door's open.
It's raining.
Well, it's misting. Just moist out there.
Ew.
Just moist.
Logan.
You take a nap? Oh, he's watching Mickey Mouse.
And Mommy's race car with the helmet.
Yeah, multi-purpose. All right. Thanks again, guys.
That's it for us. Thanks for following. If you don't already, make sure and subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Please. And thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Bye, guys.